till from table you have seen in the previous slide, right? So now we will learn about where condition and some order by clause, right? So basically where clause is used to restrict the data when we are fetching from the tables, right? So let's see. I mean, we are putting some condition that yes, based on this condition, I want these data from this particular table. So in this example, you can see we want only those employee ID, last name, job ID, and department ID whose department ID is less than 90, right? And sort the data based on department ID in ascending order. Okay. So let's see some of the examples from there. Right? You can see some condition like where 1 equals to 2. Can anyone say what does it mean? 1 equals to 1 and 1 equals to 2. What does it mean? In every program, everywhere you are putting this type of condition where A equals to B, A not equals to B,
So first one will return a true value, and second one will return a false value.
false value, right? So first one will return true and second one will be false, right? So whenever we are writing some kind of query, right, like this, where some condition. So once the condition is satisfied, that is condition returns true, then only we are getting the data from that particular table. So let me execute the first query, select star from employees, right? So basically here you will see all the data, right? Like 50 rows you have seen, actually more than that in this particular table. So let me execute this query. Okay. So here also you will see the same kind of record, right? Like all the 50 or whatever 149 record is there, you will get it, right? Why? Because 1 equals to 1 is true for all the records, right? But when you execute 1 equals to 2, what you will expect in the output?
No output will be shown.
Exactly. So whenever we will execute a query which doesn't match any criteria, so it will return nothing. Okay. So let's see one by one that yes, how you can perform some where condition in your query, right? So the first is your mathematical equality operator, right? So in compare condition, only comparison you can perform it with equal, greater than, less than, and not equals to, less than, greater than, or not equals to, right? So let's say for example you want to see the employee ID, last name, department ID, job ID from employees table of those employee who belongs to department ID equals to 90, right? So let's see what you will get. Okay, so here you will see all the employees of department 90, right? In the same way, if we put the condition greater than, you will get the output of those employee who belongs to department ID greater than 90. So you can see department ID 100, 100, all the output will be greater than 100, right? So here you can see 110, 110. Now if you put the condition like less than 90, you will get the output of below 90 department, right? So you can see 60, 60, 60, and not equals to, you can do it in this way, like less than, greater than. Okay. So you can see 60, 60, 100, but you won't get the output from 90, right? So you can do it in this way, or the alternative method is This one also you can do, right? So let me execute this query so that it will be easily understandable to you. Okay. So you can see here also you will get all the department ID except 90, right? The next is your comparison operator we have covered. Next is your between.